I got a different video for you guys today. A lot of you have asked me for some full workout videos, so today I'm going to bring you through an entire leg day with me. Hopefully I'm going to be able to drop some super useful tips, and after the workout I will show you literally the perfect post-workout meal for lean gains. Let's do this. Okay, so after warming up the abs and the glutes, doing a little bit of dynamic stretching, it's time to start squats. So I always start with bodyweight squats. It's that way I can really dial in my groove, dial in my form, because that form should not change as I load up weight. So I start with the bar, then I do 135 pounds, go to 185 pounds, 225 pounds, and then I go for my big work set. So currently the way that I'm doing my workouts for legs is I'm doing a bit of a hybrid of strength and size. So I have 2 leg days each week. The first leg day, I do my heavier lifts, which are in the 2 to 5 rep range, which is today. And then on the other leg day, it's all higher rep stuff, just going for straight volume. So one thing that has been really useful for me for squats that are this deep is to get my muscles and my joints moving at the same time by doing some warm-up cues. And this prevents what you see where like a lot of people's hips will shoot up early and then they'll use their lower back to get the rest of the weight up. So there's a couple things I do. I like to do a little step up where I push my knee over my toes while putting that pressure into my big toe, and I keep my glutes firing right now. And then as I drop my heel, right when my heel touches the step, I push up, I fire my hips forward, I push my knee back at the same time. And this programs my brain to make the same thing happen in the squats. There's one other little thing I like to do. I like to walk backwards in like little small steps where I'm really in my toes and keeping my knees over my toes and making sure that my quads are firing, but also my abs and my obliques are firing, so my hips are nice and forward. They're not behind me. So as I'm doing these warm-ups where I'm using lighter weights on the barbell squats, I'm really trying to think about keeping the pressure in my big toe, really pushing that big toe down to the ground. It keeps a good arch, and it also makes sure that there's good knee and hip drive. And overall, the weight is sitting, somewhere around the mid-foot, not the heels like some people cue. That's what I was always told a long time ago, and that is terrible for me. All right, so here it comes. This is my top set. So I stretch my lats a little bit to cue my shoulders to really get back. I take some really big breaths, and I squeeze the bar hard as to get some adrenaline going, and then I go for it.
Sick.
Nice, dude.
It's little bits of progress over long periods of time. Last time I went for a heavy set, 275 for 2. This time, 275 for 3. If we can keep moving up a rep every week, that's better than what I was hoping for. That's amazing. So on these heavier days, I like to do 2 sets really heavy, so I'll probably try to hit this again for 2 reps, just so I can get a little bit of some low rep set, but a little bit more volume doing heavy, and then we'll move the weight down and do some higher volume, higher rep sets. Dang. Very cool. Let me show you what I'm listening to. I've been listening to Mongolian throat chanting, which is great for zoning in, but I don't get quite the amount of adrenaline that I get with that good old hate breed.
A little backstory, I actually got a bit of a knee injury during the pandemic from laying down so much when we were all locked inside, and I let my right hip get behind me by not firing my obliques, and I was literally unable to do 135-pound squats. My knee was just like hurting so bad. So fast forward, after a lot of work to now, I've got my obliques firing properly, and this is a huge accomplishment for me. I got the first set for 3 reps, so the next set I go for 2 reps, and I get it. I'll keep upping it each week by a rep until I get to about 4 to 5 reps each set, and then I will up the weight by about 10 to 15 pounds, and I'll start the process again. My current goal is trying to get 315 pounds, so that's 3 plates on each side for my heavy days. Okay, so then for the next 2 sets, I drop down to 225 pounds so I can do some higher reps. It's funny, actually, Sammy actually forgot to press the record button, so the first set of 10, we don't have it on film. So this is my second set. Key thing I want to point out here is that if you want to grow, you have to push that intensity to another level. I'm dying during this set. By the time I'm on like rep 6 and 7, I just want to stop. But I know that I can do it, so I don't stop until I finish all 10 reps. So that's my main lift. I always start with one giant mega super lift, and then everything after this is an accessory. So I'll sometimes do deadlifts or I'll do leg press after this, but lately I've been doing 2 to 3 sets of barbell lunges for like roughly like 50 yards or something like that. And the key thing here is to keep that chest up, keep those shoulders back, and try to have the exact same firing of the glute muscles as I did when I was doing the squats when I come to the top. Basically just trying to mimic it perfectly. And for me, I always try to include at least like one-legged exercise, because anytime you're doing a one-legged exercise, it's great because it helps with your stabilization and your balance, which really carries over to your bigger lifts, and it also helps you not to get injured in the future, in case you have like any asymmetries or anything like that. All right, after that, I do some calves. I usually do about 3 to 4 sets of roughly 12 to 16 reps. This is definitely a weak point for me, but I'll bring them up, baby. So don't at me. Next up is leg extensions. I've got a cool single leg machine at my gym, so I use a weight that I can do for roughly like 8 to 12 reps. The angle this is filmed at definitely makes it look like I'm not coming up all the way, but I swear I am, so don't come after me. Key is to squeeze hard as at the top of each rep. Sometimes I'll angle my foot in different ways to hit different parts of the quad. I'm doing this for roughly 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. For my final lift, I'm doing a hamstring exercise, and today I did a dumbbell hamstring dominant deadlift. So I'm doing this for 3 sets of roughly 10 to 12 reps. Before I start actually doing the exercise, when I'm standing up, I'm putting pressure into that big toe again. I'm firing my glutes and I'm firing my abs to keep everything forward, and so I'm not overusing my lower back. As I start to initiate the lift, I'm really trying to feel those glute muscles continue firing and stretch as I'm coming down, as well as feeling my hamstrings stretch, almost like a rubber band. And because I'm trying to hit my hamstrings, there's no need to come all the way down. The key is really to find a good stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes, and then to drive those hips forward to initiate coming back up, and not use the lower back to pull myself up. I'm trying to push through the ground with my feet. Now those glutes are firing hard as fuck, so don't put your finger in there because it'll get snapped the fuck off. And there we have it. Leg day is complete. I love me some high volume. I love some high intensity. It's what my body responds to best. It's where I grow size the best, so that's what I'm doing. Honestly, I can't stress how hyped I am that my body is cooperating now, because there's nothing like an intense leg session, especially where you're able to make some PRs. So this was a good one. All right, that was a sick leg workout. So now I'm gonna show you guys the perfect post-workout meal, which is exactly why we are at KFC. Yeah, right, you wish we had KFC. You wish we could eat deep fried erasers. No, it's not what we're doing. We're gonna go inside though. This is a really good post-workout meal that I've been eating every day. It is fire and very easy. Every day, like a good traditional bodybuilder, like a true bro. Before I make my food, I always have a protein shake, because one, you gotta get that liquid in you quick so that protein can absorb, so it can leave the catabolic window and start being anabolic. So I'm lazy right now. Sometimes I've been making fruit smoothies. I'm kind of lazy. I don't really want to make that right now. So I'm just doing a couple cups of Ripple milk with some water, and then I got the Vivo vegan protein right here. This is 21 grams protein plus the Ripples. This is probably like 28 grams protein. I'm trying to get it in me really fast. That way I don't wait while I make this meal. That's one thing you get used to, is chugging things. So this meal, super easy. I've shown it a couple times in my story, but check this out. I've got some brown rice that I just cooked up, but usually I will take all this brown rice and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge, so it's just easy access. All right, so we got a plate of brown rice. That's our good carbs there. Again, like I said, that would usually be in a big bag that's in the fridge, because I make giant batches of it. Then we've got some lentils that look absolutely disgusting. I did not drain the water after I cooked them, so they look kind of like poop. All right, so I'm throwing about maybe a cup and a half. That's some good protein right there. The protein shake already, we're like 30. That's probably, I would say, another like 15 or 20. So we're getting like a 40, 45 grams protein for this post-workout meal. I'm gonna microwave this real quick. All right, so now we are all heated up. You can just eat it like this. You can just put hot sauce if you want to not do this last part, or you can put lime juice, because that's very easy. I make a fantastic pico de gallo, which is just like a chunky salsa. It's so good. I make a giant batch. Like this whole bowl was filled 2 days ago. I eat a lot of this stuff. Basically, it's just an onion, 2 or 3 bunches of cilantro, 5 big tomatoes, and like 4 or 5 lime. And you're just mincing everything up, putting it in a bowl, and squeezing lime juice in there.
And it's gonna be the best gosh damn thing you've ever had. It's so good. So this is what's adding that salt and that citrus, makes it actually taste good. Lots of veggies, good for your body. No fat. I personally do not like to eat a lot of fat in my post-workout meal because I want those carbs to digest quick. I want that protein to shuttle right into my muscles. I want that insulin spike so it all happens and the fat slows down the digestion of everything in your body, so I don't do that. Now I'm gonna add some hot sauce. I've got a little bit of the Chipotle Tabasco sauce, which is my all-time favorite, super freaking good. And then right now I've been on a little bit of a spicy kick. So I've got this awesome hot sauce, which has ghost pepper and cayenne in it. Not for everybody. This is not gonna increase your gains at all. It is gonna increase your butthole pain gains. So that's that. Super simple. If you already have the rice and you have the lentils pre-made in the fridge, all you have to do is scoop it on a plate, microwave it, throw salsa on it, you are good to go. It's a meal that takes maybe like 30 seconds. But you can't argue with me and say that it's not easy to eat whole foods that are also low fat, high protein, and make them gains super easy. So I want to show you guys this one because I'm having it every day right now. All right, so today's video was definitely different than what I've been doing on the channel for like the last year or two. It has been really hard for me to film workouts. Now I have Sammy coming into the gym with me. I want to know, did you guys like this? Do you want to see more full workout videos? Because in the past, I've put these up and they don't quite do as well. So I've been putting the workouts in full day of eatings, but I really enjoy filming full workouts. It's something that I'm very passionate about, something I spend multiple hours doing every day. And I think I can offer a lot of tips. So if you enjoy this style of video, please let me know in the comments and motivate me because I will do more if you guys are excited about it. On another note, I am doing online coaching again. So I just opened up new spots. I have about 7 or 8 spots. If you're interested in doing some online coaching with me, one-on-one, you can DM me on Instagram and then we can have a conversation, see if you're right fit for me and if I'm the right fit for you. Just DM me on Instagram, just DM me the word fit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Love you guys, and I'll see you sexy beasts in the very next video.